Let's talk about the money. Specifically, how does a dispatcher actually get paid? Because if you're building a dispatching business, this is the question that determines whether your business survives or not. And if you're a carrier or owner operator, understanding dispatch fees helps you evaluate whether you're getting real value for what you're paying. There are two main models in this industry: percentage-based fees and flat fees. Let's break both down. The most common model, and the one DispatchOD uses, is percentage-based. You charge a percentage of the gross load value. That means if a carrier hauls a load for $2,500 and you charge 8%, your fee is $200. If they haul a $1,800 load, your fee is $144. Industry standard runs anywhere from 5% to 10%, depending on the services you offer, the equipment type, and the volume of freight you're moving. Box trucks and vans often see higher percentages, sometimes up to 12%, because those loads tend to be smaller and require more hustle to find consistently. Dry van flatbed and reefer carriers with steady lanes often land between 5 and 8%. The beauty of the percentage model is alignment. When the carrier earns more, you earn more. That means you have a built-in incentive to negotiate every load as high as possible. The carrier knows your interests are aligned with theirs. That builds trust fast. The flat fee model works differently. You charge a set dollar amount per load, regardless of what it pays. For example, $150 per load, every load. This model can work well for high-volume carriers who run consistent, predictable freight, but it removes your earning upside when you negotiate an exceptional rate, and it can make your income unpredictable as load volume fluctuates. My recommendation for most dispatchers starting out: start with the percentage model. It's easier to sell to carriers because there's no upfront cost, no load moves, no fee owed. That's a zero risk proposition for the carrier, which makes your first conversations a lot easier. Now let's talk about how payment actually flows. As a dispatcher, you do not collect payment from brokers. The carrier gets paid by the broker, either directly via ACH, check, or through a factoring company. Then the carrier pays you your percentage. Most dispatchers get paid weekly or bi-weekly, either by direct deposit or ACH, after the carrier receives their settlement. This is important to understand. You are not in the money chain between broker and carrier. You work for the carrier collects from the broker, and then you invoice the carrier for your cut. Keep that flow clean, and you keep your business clean. One thing that catches new dispatchers off guard is factoring. Many owner-operators use a factoring company, a third party that buys the carrier's invoices at a small discount in exchange for immediate cash instead of waiting 30 to 45 days for broker payment. When a carrier uses factoring, the notice of assignment tells brokers to pay the factoring company directly, not the carrier. You need to know whether your carrier factors or not before you deal with any broker, because it affects how the remittance information gets sent on the carrier packet. We'll go deep on factoring and carrier packets in Module 4. For now, just know it exists and make sure you always ask a new carrier: do you factor? Here's your takeaway from this lesson: always structure your fee in writing before you book the first load. I don't care if it's your best friend's truck, put it in a signed agreement. Your fee percentage, your payment schedule, your payment method, all of it in writing. Which brings us to lesson 3, the carrier agreement. That document is your foundation. Without it, you're doing favors, not running a business. Let's build it right.